Hello and welcome into MFL with Laird. I am Andrew Laird. You can find me as Laird on MFL. Joined today by someone who is not on MFL, or at least has no clubs. Harry Trades, what are you doing here?
I don't know, mate. To be fair, I thought I'd give you. I thought I'd give you a chance to redeem yourself after the K League disappointment. We're out of the international break now almost, and so yeah, I just thought prepping towards what is like the last chunk of real football, I guess, until we have World Cup. I didn't know whether it made sense or not to try and be convinced of a different game, because I might have I know the World Cup's the World Cup, we'll be busy, I guess, but not like domestic busy, if that makes sense. So I don't know. I think there could be a little gap in the market, maybe. Um,
Harry,
yeah,
what if I told you that there are
go on.
no international breaks in the metaverse?
Wow, that is true. I never thought of it that way. Yeah, every 6 weeks, it just keeps going, right? Or is there a break at any point, or what?
Yeah, so there's a little break in between each season, just everyone can settle down a little bit. You'll need a break after because so you go through the emotions of an entire season, and the break comes at a nice time for a lot of people. And then within, it's probably like, I don't even know how long the break is. It's one of those that it's like 10 days or something like that. And the first 3 days you're just like, ah. And then by day like 4 and 5, you're like, I'm ready to get back. Let's go. So we are currently in between seasons 12 and 13. So everybody's putting their teams together and making sure that they are ready for the upcoming season. If anyone is watching this and they are not on MFL yet and you would like to join, there's a really great promo going on right now. And because Harry's on my channel, I'm going to use my code in the description of the video. But if you buy a new club from MFL, which is $79.99, you get $20 back to spend elsewhere on the site. So you can buy players, you can buy packs, you can buy a club, or at least part of a club with $20. And I also get a benefit from you using that, but it's a nice, it's a great feature right now to get involved, because you get a brand new club, you're the first owner, you get this kind of like random location, and it's a ton of fun. And additionally, if you use a referral link, and again, mine's in the description of the video, you'll get a free common player after you get that pack. So after you get the club. So it's just a whole bunch of fun. And so we're going to go through a bunch of stuff here, kind of showing Harry what MFL is all about. I also have some reward packs that I might open, so we'll be able to show Harry kind of what that looks like. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I want to welcome everyone in. I was telling Harry before, people are excited to have him here and to potentially. You gonna say something?
No, I kind of was actually. I was just thinking there was a random comment actually in last week's deadline show, I'm sure. Like when Quinny did obviously the halftime MFL ad. I'm sure somebody ran, like, no one really comments before, but like someone was like, I honestly couldn't tell you who it was either, sadly, but they might be watching. But they were like, when's Harry jumping into MFL? So it's actually weird, and that wasn't even into my head up until just then. So yeah, maybe it's the universe doing its thing in some ways. The subliminal messaging of the chat finally getting to me.
So let's get into that in a second, because I'm actually going to write that down, because it's so important that we need to get into that. Sorry, everyone. Anyway,
I appreciate everyone in the chat saying they'll loan me players. That makes me feel wanted. I appreciate it.
So that's a big part of the game, which we'll get into. Anyway, Anyan, good timing right before the summer break. Ryan Walter here, big excited. MFL Samurai with the hashtag raffle, which is an inside joke that we'll get into as well. Root Cores, what's up? Boston Sean, been a minute. Not getting any bites on my players available for loan. Is there more activity later in the transfer window? We'll get into that. But Sean, the answer is probably yes about that. Jack Daniels, what's up? Sean Kennedy, hi from the Metaverse. See, these are all names that you know, Harry. And we've all been playing MFL behind your back. You didn't know.
You've just been having fun behind my back, basically. It seems,
Yeah.
is how it seems. Yeah, no, there's a lot of names that obviously
Yeah. Josh
sort
Tiley
of,
there, Man United
dual
Toby, let's
connected.
go.
Yeah, Tobe.
Let's
Nice to see
see.
Tobe.
Sid's a whale here.
Sid for sure. Yeah.
Dobbsy.
Obviously Dobbsy. Yeah. Kev Hurd.
I will say so. Wow, there's a long one. Toby said they do delay seasons every now and then, but they fill the void with special content when they do, like they did over the holidays, which is they had like special tournaments. So it's like the regular seasons get delayed, but like there's still competitions and stuff. And we are kind of expecting something for the World Cup. We don't know what it is yet. So we'll see. Kev Hurd, also an MFL beast. Let's see who else is here. Harry, it's just simple as this. Harry, stop hesitating. Oh, Big Mr. K. Yeah, I think it's everyone come on over to the dark side. Is this really the dark side? I feel like it's, I don't know.
I wouldn't say it's the dark side. I wouldn't, yeah, I would definitely not label it that.
And Jimbo's here. I think that's come on in. The water's fine. Trust the process. So Trust here, who I'm going to do a show with next week. Trust has 140 clubs. It might be more than that. He has the most clubs in all of MFL. He's also a little bit crazy because of that.
I think you have to be.
I'm just kidding. But so all of these people who are here saying hi and offering you players is one of the things that I wanted to touch on. This is what I wrote down literally. Like the community of MFL is awesome. And it's just, we're all competing against each other, but it's also extremely friendly in terms of tactics and player loans and everything that goes into it. And so everybody is also just like desperate for more MFL content. And there's like a lot out there. And it's clear that we know you make content. And so the idea of you kind of coming in and watching you learn MFL and playing it, that's why we get a little more excited. It's just like one other person to have fun with. And so literally like the community is the first thing I point out with this, that it's really, it's a really engaged community in the most positive of senses. And everyone's really helpful until you start competing against each other. And then it's all that. Anyway, so for those of you who are unaware, Harry has played a similar Web3 football management game before. And so his knowledge of these types of games is not zero like mine was. Harry, did you ever play Football Manager?
Like I wasn't like a proper football manager. I don't want to call it nerd, but like, dedicated player as a kid, honestly. I played it on my phone. Like I had the mobile version, which is probably not as like in depth as the computer. I might have had the computer version at once, but I was never into it. I was more of a FIFA kid, if I'm being honest. Like, yeah, it was more of a mobile game for me at the time, which I did enjoy. Like I saw, I saw it, but I didn't like, yeah, I was never a diehard. I can't lie about that.
That's fair. That's fair. Josh here says, I can already sense Harry will have insane pack luck, which, yeah, it could certainly happen. I will say that Josh Tiley there, every time he's been in my streams, in the live chat during a stream, I have good pack luck. So like Josh senses good pack luck. Kev's wondering if you're playing the other Web3 football management game still.
No, I haven't played that for months, to be fair. Not out of any sort of bad reason or anything. Literally, it was more of like a time thing. I barely had time to play Sora, as you can kind of tell from the content or the lack of that I've put out on my own channel over the last few months. So it's more of like honestly a time restraint than anything else. And like when I first started playing footy, I had definitely had a bit more time on my hands as far as like how my personal life was set up, family life and whatever. And then it kind of took a little turn to where I didn't have time genuinely to even make the Sora content, never mind any other game. So I'm just a sort of a not a better place, just more of a flexible place maybe at this stage now with baby trades' age and stuff. So yeah, it's more so that at this point. But yeah, lads are saying in the chat, I haven't opened my club or anything, but I have been beyond, like I have been given a club. from MFL, nothing else. Like I haven't got any MFL. I haven't got any. I don't know how any of it works, but I don't have anything other than
Sure.
a starter pack. I don't even know if that comes with players. I haven't got a clue. But I do have a club. Sorry, I haven't clicked it, and I did ask for it to be a Welsh club. I know that, so that's all I know. I guess we could open it on stream today if we wanted to. I don't know if you want to do that or not. I don't know. But yeah, that's all. That's all. Literally, that's as far as I've got. And then like I'm gonna ask you to, yeah, try and convince me to get, I don't know, some players, how I do that, and all that jazz, I guess.
I'm like so excited sitting here about all of that. Dobbsy said MFL is way more similar to the mobile version of Football Manager than the PC, to be fair. So I think you've got Ryan Walter, have one kid and all your time is gone. I also, you said, you referenced Baby Trades' age, and I thought you said agent at first, as if he was like, I was like, he has an agent that's like, agent. Yeah, you can't do that now. Anyway, I feel like you should, this is really, I don't know if it's selfish. I feel like you should open your club in a video on your channel. I'll put it that way. I don't want to steal the club thunder, even though you know where it is.
Because it says something like, I haven't clicked it, but it says something like, make sure your audio's on. So I guess it's, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a little music and yeah, it's a cool experience. So basically how it works, and I feel like if at any moment you're looking at something and you're like, this seems overwhelming, stop me, because it gets big quickly. So let me see here. So this is my agency. Toby said the club opening is epic. I will slightly change, or I will add to that the club opening is epic when you don't know where it is. And most people don't know where it is. There's like, you'll see it, but there's like a spinning globe and you like aren't sure where it's going to stop. And then it like focuses on a region. And then, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Dobbsy said there's about 10 Welsh places and clubs can be legit around 30 minutes. It'd be crazy how many are that close by. So you and I have talked about this before because I have a Welsh club.
Literally, yeah.
And if this is successful for you and you enjoy it, and I've told you this before, like, I don't know if you're going to love MFL. I do. And I didn't my whole experience with football games has been fantasy football before MFL. And I really did not expect to like MFL as much as I do. And when I did the video with Nep, I had like watched his videos and saw his enthusiasm, and the platform, I went back and watched a little bit of it the other day, and like the platform is so much better now. And it's been a year. Wow. I mean, we had like the cartoon guys and now we have, you can see these are like the photorealistic. Like, yeah, they're legit. And so like I said, I just didn't expect to like it as much as I do. And so I opened like my first club and I was like, oh, okay. And now I have 9 clubs, but I see you, if you like it, and I will be very honest that I'm going to push you liking it as much as possible.
Of course. Yeah. That's a given, but that's fine.
You having like a stable of Welsh clubs is just, I love the idea. I love the idea Welsh of it.
Stable. That sounds amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so these are the club, basically, as you'll open it. So I got this New York club from them. That was the first club I ever got. And I don't think we're like hiding anything here, that when they work with content creators, like it's easy, you know, we get attached to things very easily. So they were able to give me a club like in New York. And Trust said the path to 140 started at 9 clubs. So I started with that club, and you get, with your starter pack, you'll get a player or 2. I don't even know how many players are in it, but essentially, the 2 ways that you can get more players, or 3 ways, excuse me, is you can go to the marketplace, and it's classic Web3. Like, there's a marketplace for players, clubs, and packs, which are like player packs. And so
Okay.
you can either buy players directly from the market, which looks like the unique spreadsheet view or the grid view. And you can like say, I want a, 70 rated left back, whatever. And you can just find whatever you
Hmm.
want. So
Okay.
that's one way to get players. You can also buy player packs, which are basically you don't know what's inside other than their ratings are in a particular range. So
Hmm.
obviously, the higher the ratings are, the more expensive they are, and then you can buy clubs on the secondary market as well. So I guess we could see if there are any Welsh clubs on the market right now.
Ooh.
So there's two. There is a Cardiff
Nice.
one currently on sale for $1,000. Um,
Wow.
it
Okay.
it it should sell for like 50. So,
Fine.
but they knew you were coming. They knew you were
I know
coming,
they must have
and they
known.
went, "Yep, I'm going to go 9.99." So Roberto. So this is the other thing. You could also do a full team of Welsh players.
That could be a goal, honestly. Good. Yeah, like I'm like just as a little reference, like if I am coming into this game, like it's not to, become the next MFL whale or anything. Like just
Hmm.
in my head right now, that's not to say I won't ever, if I do play, get multiple clubs. But like my goal isn't to like, yeah, sort of dominate the game in any way. It would more be like a like mental gymnastics. Yeah, can I get a whole Welsh team promoted, or just little fun challenges like that. I feel like, yeah, I don't want to take it serious, but I kind of do because I'm just that type of, everyone's competitive, right? You're
Hmm.
gonna take it like somewhat serious, but in the same sense, like I want to make it like fun is the ultimate. And I know I've heard you speak about that as well. Like fun would honestly be the ultimate sort of driver by a mile. Like, you know,
It's it's the only driver for me. Like I've
mhm.
never sold a player. I've never sold a club. Um, and so I treat this completely as a game that I spend
Yeah,
money on, and not like, hey, let me try to make as much money as possible on this.
right.
Yeah.
Like I can do that on Sora, like I don't need that. I don't need that scratch on or that, whatever. I don't need that sweat on MFL. They're complete. They would be completely different sort of vehicles
Yeah.
in that sense.
Yep.
Like you described, it's just fun for you. I wonder if
So
there's a Harry Trades player. Obviously not second him trades, but
um,
can
there's
you type
probably,
in names?
oh, can you type in names?
See if see what
So we've
Harrys
got
we've got.
Harry O'Connor and Harry
Ooh,
Wilkins.
okay, Harry O'Connor's close, but yeah, okay,
These are just the Welsh ones. I didn't like,
fine. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
With the club crest, I'm sure I remember you telling me like you modified yours or something. Is that a
Oh,
thing?
Harry. So you design your club logo completely. Most people do it in like ChatGPT, which is
Right.
where I think all of mine did. But yeah, like you can design all of them, and then this was my Welsh Empire one.
Wow, yeah, that's fun. So you just
Um,
upload a JPEG or whatever, basically.
yep. The only thing you have to be aware
Right.
of is that if you have like a background on your logo, you will be
Mm.
ostracized for the end of, until the end of time.
Is that like a taboo in the game, is it?
Yes. Just don't
Why
even,
is that?
because it just looks awful. Like if you
Okay.
look, I mean, I'm just like, I'm joking, but I'm also not joking at all. That they just look better. Like these, like are nice and slick, but then
Yeah.
inevitably you'll find one, unless like this.
No, like the white. Yeah, okay.
Like, tell me that doesn't look much worse.
It does look a lot worse. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
no offense to that person, but let's put in a little
Right.
more effort. And you can see, so some of these like haven't been branded yet. So this is like the basic club license.
Hmm.
And so the cool thing about when you do buy a new club, like a brand new club, is that again you'll get something from all over the world, and so you could be somebody who ends up with. I'm not even going to try to say this one in
That's
Hungary, but
incredible. Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
so
Okay.
so again, you can get, but they have Stuttgart, they have all the big cities as well,
And
and they're
is there like a premium on these type of things?
yes. So
Really?
so like definitely. Risu is like a big who you are aware of. Like
Yeah, yeah,
Risu's
yeah.
a big. There should be a premium on location, and totally puts money where their mouth is. They have so their clubs are Turin, Paris, Beijing,
Okay.
LA, Giza. I thought they had more actually, to be honest. But some people are definitely um, definitely like all about locations, and
But we
I
talking like big capital city location? Yeah, is that what we're saying?
like London, Paris, Madrid.
Right.
Like they're the big cities will definitely draw more attention, if you will. Uh,
Huh.
Dan saying the Liverpool licenses are stupid expensive, which I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
And so Dobbsy also brings this up. So they have a feature in the game now. There's like so much to get through. It's so funny. There's a feature in the game where you can run somebody else's club for them to get
Mm,
some of the rewards. So you don't even need to own a club yourself.
wow.
Or
See, this is yeah.
or you can own 140 clubs and have 140 people run those clubs for you.
Wow. Is that what Thing does? What's his name? Well,
Trust
he
the
doesn't run
process.
any of them.
I don't remember. At one point, I thought he was close to
Wow.
100. So I think he started the season at like 110 clubs, and then he had almost 100 people or 100 clubs being run by other people.
Wow. That's kind of wild. He's
Yes,
That's nuts. How does he
yes.
like keep in contact with these people? Like, is there like a big Discord and there's like 100 people, 140
Oh,
people
that's
within
like
there?
a trust the process Discord. That's funny. I didn't even think about
Yeah.
that. I assume it's all through Discord. Yeah,
Got you.
yeah.
Wow.
Um,
Jesus.
so you can actually let's see. You can see. Uh, so he's at 140 clubs. The next highest is 72.
Jesus, that's a massive jump. He said he's delegated out 97.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Jesus.
But also, I'm fairly certain would delegate 140 if he could find enough on that. Um, and so he also has 3,101 players,
Okay.
and the
Feels like a
next,
lot.
so that's the second highest. The 3,145 is the most, and then 1866 there. Trust said he's considered a Discord, but it's all been DMs, which is nuts. I think one person can do up to three clubs like per. So that's like you don't
Okay.
necessarily have to find 140 people.
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
probably has to find a bunch because I don't know how many people want to run three clubs for somebody else. But anyway, um, so yeah, um, so so once you have your club,
Yeah.
you can either buy players like we showed on the marketplace.
The marketplace. Okay.
You can buy packs and just say like, let's see what comes out, or you can get loans. And so they have this
Okay.
loan system that is incredible. So basically, um, everyone who doesn't have somebody contracted to a club can put their players out for loan. And they have essentially these contract stipulations of if I loan you this player, I'm going to get 5% of whatever winnings that team gets over the course of a season. And there are some people who will run clubs exclusively with loaned players. And so they'll
Yeah.
only, by the end of the season, they'll only get 25% of the rewards because they basically sold 75% of their rewards. But it's a genius mechanism because it allows you to come in, buy a club, and fill your team almost immediately with
Without
enough
paying for
players
any players.
if you give away some of your revenue. And at the lower levels of the pyramid, so there are 10 levels of the pyramid. At the lower levels, there are a number of people, I'm one of them, that I will loan players out for nothing. Like because like I don't need any revenue, just take my player and play them. And so you could
Got you.
literally get your team, fill it with 20 players, and keep all of the rewards to yourself. And at the
Yeah.
end of the season, the loan expires, they go back. If you want them again, you can request them again, but like it's as simple as that.
And and out of that, you would be getting like potential rating increases of your player. Would that be right? Like if
Yeah.
you didn't want like a rev share, and you're happy for me to have him for free, but your upside is like I'm playing the player for you,
Yes.
therefore he should increase in value or rating,
Right.
both.
So we'll get to the rating in a quick second, but I'm going to go back to the club thing because basically, and I'll use the Welsh Empire one just because now we're in between seasons. So there's no, let me go back to last season. So most leagues are 12 teams. There are a couple 11 team leagues because I don't know why. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it basically you play everybody twice. There is also a cup competition that goes on throughout the season as well. So there are a couple of days where you'll have like a cup match in the morning and then a league match in the afternoon. Wow. Morning and afternoon for us in the US here. So you have to worry about like fitness because every time a player plays, they fatigue and whatnot. And so based on where you finish, you win a certain amount of MFL, which is the in-game currency essentially. So this was the Welsh Empire League. I finished 5th and I won 1,650 MFL. So you use MFL to get packs, which is what I was going to do today. So based on last season, I won 45,000 MFL.
That feels like a lot.
It's almost nothing. It's not almost nothing. It's very little. And in fact, I'll show you. So the guy where is it? Here we go. The guy who has 140 clubs last season won 816,000 MFL, which is quite a lot. But I don't know if it's
if
big.
You scale that up, like you've only got 9 clubs, he's got like 140.
140, yeah. But then there are guys like this. Big Will won 2.7 million and 2.4 million from Scrum. Yeah, it's exactly. So anyway, when you go, so I have 45,000, and so there are all these bands of cards. So I didn't get into the rating system, but like you're familiar with like Ultimate Team and stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
so like,
okay.
I guess let me just show you like one player. So, so I have this guy, Stuart Freeman. So it's pace, shooting, passing, dribbling, defending, and physical.
Okay.
So 0 to 100, nobody's 0, but like the bigger the number, the better they are. Simple as that, right?
Right. And then there's an overall rating then.
And then the overall rating, right? And so the I don't even know if they call them scarcities now that I'm saying this, but like each one there's like a band of different ones and so when you get to 85 to 94 is called legendary, which everybody calls Legos. And then 95 and above, which you can't buy, but if they progress above, they become ultimate.
Got you.
And then, so the rare is 75 to 84. Uncommon is 65 to 74. Limited, 55 to whatever. Here it is, commons. And then the 50 to, a common goes all the way down. I think the lowest one I've seen is 38, 37. Which are pretty much unplayable.
Got you.
I was going to go so let me finish the MFL thing and then we'll go to the player thing. So each team just wins a certain amount of MFL each season based on where you finish in the table. If you win the league, you get promoted. If you finish second or third, you go into a playoff, so you can get promoted that way. If you finish in the bottom three, you get relegated, and then fourth from the bottom, so ninth goes into a relegation playoff, basically.
Ooh, that's brutal.
With your Welsh club starting out in Flint, like that's the lowest level, so you can't get relegated because there's nothing below that. And then obviously Diamond is the highest league, and you can't get promoted because it's the highest. I was listening to a When Durkcast, which is one of the MFL podcasts. It's like the longest running one. and it was Simply Alex was on it. You're aware of Simply Alex, and
Yeah.
he calls it Division 1 through 10 because he's like, I don't like the names because it's like diamond, platinum, gold, and I was like, the only thing I ever come back to is in England where League One is the third level, and I'm just like, just name
So
them. We don't need. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so this is how you get. So you get MFL from where you finish in the table and how you do in the cup. So the cup actually pays out MFL as well. I can't remember if I made a cup run with this team or not. Yeah, so the cup is the same thing. Groups of 4, get out of the top, finish in the top 2, get into the knockout stage, and we keep going. So you can get MFL that way. And the other way you can get MFL is loaning your players out to other people.
For the rev share.
For the rev share, right. There is now a third way, which is running somebody else's club. Like that's how you get paid for running someone's club.
Yeah.
So one of Trust's 140 clubs, he's not getting all of the rev share from those clubs anymore. He's giving out, I don't remember what the percentages were 15% or something like that. So again, like you could win in-game currency without a club and without players if you can just like run somebody's club for them.
That's interesting.
So by far the most exciting part of the game is player progression. Just what we were saying, which that like players can get better over time. So the huge difference between MFL and Footium is that we have no idea how far any player can progress. It's completely hidden. Wow. So they basically progress based on essentially being in a team and training every day. So every day for us, the timing is great. You wake up in the morning and you check to see if any of your players gained any points from training. And then you get more after every match. Now, not every play. Like, I want to preface this by saying you don't get like a full boost on any stat or an overall after every game. Like you just never know when it's going to happen. So it's not like you're going to log in and be like, I've got everyone goes up. But so just to warn you about that. Toby also brought this another one. Retirement age is also hidden. So you have no idea when they'll retire until 3 seasons prior. You'll get like a notice. So I got so like this player right here,
3-year-old guy. Have you had a notice on him yet?
This guy right here, I got a notice before last season. So going into season 12, he got this. So I knew I had him for 12, 13, and 14. And then he's gone.
Got you. Yeah.
So my goalie here, this is my highest rated player, got the tag on Monday. Monday was rollover day.
No.
And found out that he only has 3 seasons left. Absolutely crushing. So, and he had just recently become a legendary. And so it kind of like looks like this. So somebody had mentioned it in the chat before. The amount of time it takes to go from like one step to the other. So like 84 to 85 or like 74 to 75, that always takes longer than 68 to 69. It's called tier jail. So Toby said, Toby said players can get up to 38 years old without a tag.
Jesus. Has anyone has anyone got a 40-year-old in their club? They must have.
I don't know if anybody's hit 40 yet, but there's definitely somebody who will get to 40. Like it was like, I think he's 38 right now and still hasn't gotten the tag. And so he'll be 39, 40, 41, something like that. So this is kind of next level stuff, but Kev is saying you can optimize your team so that they're in the best position for your players to gain as much. So XP is similar to So Rare. It's like the more they play, the more they get and they progress through. So
that's visible. Like you can see how much XP a card's got or a player. All right. Okay.
It's all hidden.
And do they lose fitness when they train?
They do not lose fitness in training, only in matches.
Just in games. Okay.
Yeah. So I'd say for most players, you get like 3 to 4 games before you'd have to rest them.
Okay. Yeah.
And so like after 2 games, you'll rest 2 players and then, it all works out.
Right.
I'd say most teams run between like 18 and 21 players in total.
Okay. One goalie
Um,
or usually two?
you need 2.
Okay.
Yep. Um,
Mm.
Kev said, I have a Welsh legendary center back that could hit 40.
Without the
And
tombstone. That's amazing.
Dobbsy said there's a 38-year-old right now on the market that doesn't have the retirement tag, which means at least he will be 39, 40, 41.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
this
is
is
there a go on?
so every progression path is unique. So every player has like a unique progression. So another thing that they always say is progression is not linear. So they could be like really fast to start, slow down, then go up again, or be really slow for a while and then go up, or go up really fast and then stop forever. And so it's a big unknown, which is why checking it every day is really fun, because you just like, you don't know. And I know like with Footium, they had like the each training session they were like guaranteed to
Training
go up
session.
one, and then yeah.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna say something then. Players, something to do with. We'll have to come back. I can't
sure.
remember.
So
Carry on.
there are certain things that that you have to recognize with training, that usually if you have like one player that's way better than everyone else on his team, he won't progress as much because he's not being like tested in training.
Yeah.
And so you basically want to have a team of players that are relatively close in rating so that they're all like pushing each other.
Similar age as well, or is that not as much?
That doesn't matter. Yeah, nope, doesn't matter.
Got you.
It doesn't matter in terms of being in the right training environment, is what they say. So each player does have a peak age where like they'll get to wherever they probably have to go, and they'll have like, I think it's 80% of their progression by the time they hit their peak age. But we don't know what that age is for any player. You can kind of like guess based on like where they go, but at the beginning you have no idea. And so, Yorkie Will in the house. Look at that. See, you're bringing everyone.
Come on, Yorkie.
Tom said there's a bit of a training tweak being worked on right now also, so this may change slightly soon. I don't even, to be honest, we wouldn't even notice the way that we play the game. Apparently there are 2 40-year-olds in the game right now.
That's fun.
Everyone younger than me, so don't worry about it. Anyway, so the best feeling in the game is finding somebody who just like goes nuts. And I want to pull up this guy right here because he's my biggest progressor.
Okay.
Christophe Chevalier. I will add, and this is completely unfounded, MFL is in France, like it's a French company.
Yeah.
My biggest progressor here is French.
Coincidence? We think
that's all I'll say. Anyway.
Yeah.
So I got him
okay.
as a 52 rated 20-year-old.
So that's a common, yeah? No.
Yes. And he is now 74 rated and is in this like tier jail because at 75 he becomes a rare. And so he's just like, I don't see, it's possible he doesn't progress ever again
any further. Wow.
Every player is guaranteed to progress at least +1 in their career. But there are some who don't progress more than that.
As in they go from like 60 rated to 61 and that's it.
Yes. In fact.
And surely you can figure that out, can't you, quite quickly, no?
No, because the reason you can't is because progression is not linear. You could have guys that like stagnate and then just go up. Now,
has that happened though? Like, have we got loads of like examples of that, if that makes sense?
I don't know, to be honest. So there's a quirk in that if a player is not on a team, so like it's possible like somebody opens the pack and they just never puts them on a team. So if you're not on a team, you don't train and you don't play in games, and so you will not progress. So there's like
Fine.
this thing where people like to find guys on the market that like haven't played in a while. Maybe they haven't played in the
It's
last three
unknown at that
seasons.
point.
Yeah, and
It's
so
like,
maybe it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
maybe they'll take off. But so
Okay.
the other thing is that progression early on in your career is really good. So if you have a guy that like goes up in his first season, it's like maybe he's gonna just like take off.
And
So
what's
I
really
have
good?
this.
Like, we saying 10 ratings, 8 ratings, 5 ratings? What would be
I think
considered
the
like
I think the average now is +5 over a career is the average.
really?
Yeah.
So from 64 to 69.
So that's just the average because there are going to be plenty of guys that like this.
Right, right.
So I have this guy who
Oh my
literally
God,
went up
wow.
+1 when he was 19, which everybody would be like, oh, like he's literally nothing since.
So like we kind of know that you'll never go up again, right? Really? Because
It would be
oh,
shocking
you
if he
don't
went up
know.
from here.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so you can check kind of how much everyone has progressed in each stat category. Now, again,
Oh,
so
nice.
basically the way that the overall rating works, I'm not going to go into the math, but
Hmm.
the math is available. But basically, like defenders, their defensive rating is more important than shooting when it comes to their
Yeah.
overall stuff like that. It's very
It's just weighed differently on the
exactly,
position
exactly.
effect. Yeah.
Uh, Trust said French players progress better at French club, and French clubs play better. It's just a fact. And Toby's right about this as well. That the peak age is hidden, so you don't really know when
Fine.
when they get there. Josh is going to point out there is also this thing called the Dev Center, which is what
Mm.
you can put players in there. They can't be used in games, but you put them in this Dev Center. It's like an academy essentially, and they get
Fine.
like a training XP boost for the time that they're in the Dev Center.
Do they lose fitness?
Well, they don't play, so it does like there's no they're not eligible for matches, so the fitness
Fine.
doesn't even matter basically.
Got you.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, so um,
Okay.
so each day you will go in and you can check like all of the progression that happened in the last 4 hours, 8 hours, 24 hours, whatever you want.
Hmm.
And so these are like my highest progressing guys um, in my agency. So that Chevalier guy has gone up 22 over his career. So you do get certain guys that like go nuts. And actually, um, Kev has one. Let's see what he because you
Like,
do
is it
have.
statistically impossible to go from common to legendary?
I'm glad you asked. It is statistically unlikely, but it
Fine.
definitely happens. And what's his name called
Wow.
Braga?
And is that when you've just hit the jackpot, basically?
Oh wait, is this Kev? Is he not your player? I have a great example. Let me actually. I'll just go to. Although trusts pulling up trusts might break my computer, but let's see. Um, is it Vidic? Is that the guy's name? This is what happens when you try to pull up 3,000 players. Hold on, can see them. Show Beckman. I guess I could show Beckman. So Beckman is the best player in the game right now.
Okay. Okay.
Bob owns him. He's
Wow.
99 rated overall, 99
Okay.
pace, 99 shooting. He's the best player. He's also retiring after this season.
No way.
Bob
38. So
Bob won the Diamond League this past season and 2 seasons ago. Like he's won 2 out of the last 3.
yeah.
But this is so he started as a
Started at 63,
62,
which is
62 even.
just a. Would you say that's like an average rating?
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. And now is a legend. Now is literally 99.
That's nuts.
Let me go back to trust if I can
But
pull it
like,
up.
I know that I really care about like values or anything, but like, let's just okay. He's got a season left. Like, what is that really worth?
Well, he didn't start like he bought Beckman, I believe. So we can even see.
or like what he bought him for and stuff.
Yeah. Thanks to the power of the blockchain. So at one point he sold for like $1,000. I'm guessing he would be more than that now. The upper levels get
Or even
high.
crazy.
Not
How could he
not
be
retiring.
worth
No,
more?
no.
Right, yeah.
Here's Vidic. Here we
But
go.
because he's retiring, he can't be worth more than 1,000 now, surely,
No,
right?
surely not. Oh, so
Yeah,
Vidic was also
okay.
62, slowed down like
Okay.
slowly, and then just like it's
Just went
crazy.
crazy. So 60 seems to be the number. Around the low 60s, you can get these big boys. They just go on a run sometimes.
Certainly, maybe.
Hmm.
See him for. What am I doing wrong here? I want to try to find this guy. I wonder if I could do it this way. Oh, sorry, I've never seen this guy, so now I'm really curious.
Was it the Braga guy?
Here we go. Oh, yes, perfect example. Thank you, Kev. So nothing for 7 seasons and then just took off.
Yeah, so that's what makes this interesting, because like you're kind of obliged to never really sell your players, then, aren't you? Because
so
you just don't know when they're going to go off, right?
So there was I hate to bring this up because I can't imagine it like feels good. So with the guys like higher up that win millions of MFL every year, a lot of their currency is in packs. So it's like, I'll trade you 2 legendary packs, which are like guys that could be 85 to 94, whatever. I'll trade you 2 legendary packs for a club or an established player, whatever. And I think Sid, who I'll make feel better by pulling up one of his players, Sid did a deal recently where he traded away 2 legendary packs and they were like 91 and 92 rated. Like they were just absolute bangers. And he was just like, oh, well. But yeah, I would say the biggest, if you ever sell players, never look at them again, because you just like, you just don't want to be in that situation.
Like a divorce, basically.
Exactly.
Very nasty divorce.
All right. So he has Ziegler, apparently. Let's see. Oops. So he's 94 rated right now and started at 72.
Okay, that's fun. Yeah, like a 20 odd. Okay. And how much does a 70 odd player cost right now, roughly?
We could go, you could just look right now.
Yeah, because I saw you had like a lot of 70s, 80s, and was that your main club you showed?
My main one is a little higher than that now.
Okay.
Selling a player is like an ex-girlfriend. Never check her Insta after you break up. There you go.
Oh, for sure. It's a block. It's never a check. You just have to block.
Yeah. So let's even just make it like max 25 years old for a 70 rated player. Like the market now is, the lowest is $15 for this center mid.
Okay.
Who's like, whatever.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm guessing you can get guys for cheaper. I'm sure I have. I am sure of it. In fact, who was the guy I just bought? So I bought this guy. He's 68 rated, 28-year-old, who has progressed like this. He was 51 and he's 68 now. So he's 28, which is like a little on the older side. Like I've had guys get the retirement tag at 29. So they'll be out of the game at 31. Yeah, it's awful. Yeah. I bought this guy for $5.
Okay.
And he's way more than you need in Flint. In the Flint division.
The low one, yeah.
So, yeah.
And is there like you said, there's like a fresh player premium of sorts?
Yeah. So the market, because we're in kind of the off season right now, people are buying, getting packs. Actually, that guy's kind of old. But like this guy's probably brand new. Yeah. 21-year-old left back. And there's definitely an age premium. So if you open a bunch of these common packs and you get 16 is the youngest. And if you get somebody who's 16, like people will pay like $10 for it, even if he's 38 rated, because it's just so long potential in the game.
Yeah. Okay.
Dobbsy said, I bought a 67 rated 32-year-old earlier who retires at 34 for $1.
Okay, so you've got like 2 or 3 seats. It's like 30 cents a season, or whatever you want to
Yes, people love
calculate it
the
out.
like thinking in seasons, which is funny that you just
Yeah,
said
yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, that
So
was a big thing in Footium as well.
yeah, I mean, however you need
You
to
knew
justify
this,
it.
right? Like, yeah.
Um, 18 and below is the big premium apparently. So even when you go to the market, you'll see these tags. So basically, like this guy is 73 rated, but you'll only get him for one season because he's got the retirement tag. But these are like the highest rated $1 players, and they have this thing where you can hide all the players that have gotten the retirement badge. So
Oh, nice. Yeah.
the highest rated $1 player is 64 rated goalie. He's 32. Like he's still old, but he hasn't gotten the retirement badge yet.
So minimum 3 years, like minimum, right? Or 4, whatever
4.
you want.
Yeah, 4. Because
Yeah.
you'll have them
Okay.
like basically season 13, 14, 15, 16 at a minimum.
That feels like value. 25 cents a season minimum with upside.
However you want to do it. There is a user called the dollar club where like his entire agency is just players that he bought for $1.
Wow.
That's one of the things that Nep did early on. He was like, I'm going to see how far I can get with like $1 players.
Got you.
And there may or may not be a video clip of me at one point after the boom a year ago that said we would never see $1 players again. But here we are with $1 players.
Okay.
But yeah, so as long as somebody's a free agent. So basically what can happen is people will have a player on a team, but still have them up for sale. And so if you buy that player, you'll get the MFL that player earns at the end of the season. So like this guy right here, Oddmund Norgard, if you buy him for $1, you'll get 2% of whatever Scarface FC wins this season. You're basically like taking over as
in everything. Like 2% of his whole agency.
No. 2% of whatever Scarface FC wins this season. It's just for just the team that they're on.
Why wouldn't you just not make him like? Can't you decouple him from the club and just sell him that way, or no?
It's possible that that the person who owns Norgard doesn't even own that club. Like he could have like loaned him out and instead just like wants to sell stuff like that.
Okay.
So yeah. So you get a club.
How do free agents become free agents? In that sense, like.
So there are 2 times in the season, or 2 times basically within the 8 weeks that you can sign players. Right now in the off season, and then there's a mid-season transfer window. So you play 11 of your 22 games. There's a break where there are no matches for a couple days. They'll do a pack drop then. We'll get into the pack drop in a second. And then and then it's closed for the rest of the season. You can add up to 3 players to a club in the mid-season.
Nice, yeah.
So, if you're like overperforming or you need, you realize you don't have enough players for rotations and stuff like that, then you can kind of make the adjustments. So the pack thing, I forgot to mention, they do pack drops at the same time. Basically, they do an off-season pack drop. It was last night, and then they'll do a mid-season pack drop. So there are 4 different packs you can buy: kickoff, limited, standard, and rare. The rare packs are $160 and have the best players in them. You get 3 players in that one. You get 3 players in the standard pack, which is $50, 2 players in the limited pack, which is $15, and then $5 for the kickoff. The fun thing about these packs, where did they go? Did they just disappear?
It looked like. Oh no.
They did just disappear. That's really funny. I mean, the pack drop's over anyway. So the rare packs, and they have the fewest of those, sell out in 1 second every time. Wow. And then the kickoff packs, I think, are next, and then limited and standard. And the reason why the packs are so exciting is because even in this kickoff pack for $5, you have the tiniest little chance to get a legendary player.
Ooh.
And
Okay.
so 0.02% chance. Highly unlikely. And there's enough content out there that it's happened. I know SR Monkey's gotten one. I don't remember if it was a
Nice.
kickoff pack or a limited pack, but each of the packs you can get like an upgrade for anything. So like you could get this kickoff pack, which you may not get a legendary, but you could get a rare player or an uncommon, or like you can get an upgrade with them.
He's upside in all of them, basically. Yeah.
Right. The kickoff, or excuse me, the rare packs, it's the standard pack, excuse me, which has the best chance of an uncommon player, have widely been considered the worst value, to be totally honest.
Okay.
Just because like most likely you're getting an uncommon player, which we just saw was like $12, and this pack costs $50.
And you only get one player, or
you get three,
okay.
but still you're most likely
Fine.
not getting, like, the best you're likely getting is an uncommon, which is, you know, even if it's $20, like who knows. So Kev said SR Monkey got the Lego from a $15 pack. I think the kid was like 19 years old too, like massive player that he could sell. I don't know what he did with it. But that's another way that you can get players. And then there is like I said, there's a secondary market for packs. So there's basically two kinds of packs. The ones I just showed you, which are the pack drops, which are multiple players. All of the reward packs are just one player. But you can, you know, it's one player, but it's within the scale. I can't remember.
The ratings ranges.
Right.
Yeah.
So they also have some where you can get like specific ratings within so like, as you see here, you can get an uncommon is 65 to 74, but you can use a little more MFL to make sure it's 70 to 74.
Nice. I like that. Yeah.
Which is actually what I've been doing previously. So I get these 17,000 MFL packs sometimes, which are 70 to 74, but I think I need more players. So I think I'm going to get 4 of these 10,000 pack players. Which everybody now in the chat are trying to get me to get some packs soon.
What, because there was those packs you said they were sold out. There was a price on them as well as an MFL, value, right?
Yeah. So you, instead of using cash, you can use MFL, but the conversion,
but you can use cash on those.
So these are almost exclusively bought in cash.
Got you.
The MFL, like the conversion of like how much MFL you would, like 40,000 MFL is like worth way more than $50.
Fine.
So it's like, it's almost like a waste of MFL to use it because the conversion is so bad. Like it's not great. They want you to use cash. Let's be honest here.
Got you. Okay. Yeah. And those are the packs that sell out quickly. Is what you were saying?
These are actually the slowest ones. It's these these ones that have
the multiple
99% of a rare.
And did these get bought in cash mainly? Sorry, again, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. And like immediate. They also don't have a ton of them. I can't remember how many there are. I wasn't around for the pack drop yesterday, but like those, there are fewer of those than any others because not a lot of people are going to spend $160 on a pack.
Yeah.
So basically the way that people make money on the platform is either selling players or selling clubs. You can flip them if you want. Some people, like if you get a club in Flint and you get it all the way to wherever, it's worth more the higher you go up because you win more MFL. And then a lot of the people who win a ton of MFL will get them to get packs, and then they sell the packs.
So those people are, because they've won so much MFL, they don't care about how bad the conversion is. It's kind of worth it. So, is what you're saying? So
the conversion's a little different with reward packs because reward packs are only one player, and that the only way you can get reward packs is with MFL.
Is with MFL. Fine. Okay.
So you'll see here like a rare player, which again is 75 to 84. Like the floor right now is $99. That's for one player.
And this is the secondary market for packs.
for
How much
reward
did that
packs.
retail for?
So you can't, these are only reward packs. You can't buy these. Like you have to, oh, like how much, let me see.
Yeah, like how much
Yeah.
MFL did
I
that
think it's
go for?
37. So the regular rare pack is 47,000.
Okay. So could you buy that now if you had enough MFL?
I have 45,000. So no. And you can't buy MFL.
Right.
So I could get one of these, this, which is 75 to 79. It's like the lower band of rare, which I've
Yeah.
done before.
Okay.
So the time I did that was I went one season without spending my MFL. So I had like double MFL basically.
That's fun.
Here you go. Sid said 10,000 MFL is about $21 to $25 if you want to figure out some kind of ratio.
Fine. So 1,000 is like $2 basically.
Correct.
Fine.
And so
Okay.
when you look back, so like I actually don't have a team in Flint because it didn't exist when I joined. But I think it was like, let's see. So Welsh Empire finished 5th. So I got 1,650 MFL from the league. And then I actually don't think I got anything from the cup because I don't think we made it out. But anyway, so 1,600, which means I can get like one common player or excuse me, I can get 2 common packs for 1,200. These are 600 each. And so like what Nep does is he only gets these. Now, the best they can
progressing.
The best that they can be is 54 rated. But if you get 1,000 of them and one of them goes to 90 over the course of their career. Yeah. So it's fine. I don't do that. I actually get these uncommon players.
All those players? Because I can't imagine he's playing many of those himself, is he?
He has like 25 clubs or something like that.
Okay. Fine.
But yes, most of them are loaned out, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. There
is a lot going on.
Not in a bad way.
Agreed.
No, it's fun. It's interesting. It's really intricate. Like, yeah, there's like a lot of sort of not loopholes, but it's like a labyrinth. Like there's just a lot of things you have to, sort of weave in and out of, and lead ripping packs.
I'm gonna get these reward packs.
Okay. You don't just immediately rip. You buy them, and then you can rip them if you want, type of thing.
Yep. So I could sell them.
Nice. Yeah.
But I'm only here
for cash. You can't sell for MFL, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And I say cash. Everything's done on Dapper, so like,
fine.
I technically like Web3, but it's like effectively cash. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you need a Dapper wallet, but I think a Dapper wallet is like by far the easiest wallet to figure out for people who are not super into crypto. Like I know they use MetaMask and like you're familiar with that stuff,
right,
but like you don't need to be.
And what's the floor on these uncommon packs now, cash wise? Did we check?
We didn't check, but let's see. I think it was around $20. Packs, just my regular uncommon.
Play it however you want. It sounds like a lot, but no, for sure. So yeah, that was kind of what I was sort of maybe getting at the start of the stream. It was just like, yeah, like I'm not coming in here to try and like, I don't want to not even, I don't know what the word is, like glitch the system in any way. Like I just want to have a bit of fun. Like I don't want to try and think of this new sort of way that like no one's thought of yet to play the game necessarily. I just want to play it in sort of my way, if that makes sense. And
it's totally open to that, and exactly how I thought I would play. We actually, my gosh, we haven't even like gotten into the matches and everything. Let me just show you that quickly. So for each match,
I've heard, right?
What's that?
In game, can you control the stuff? Yeah. Okay.
So there are no live changes right now, and the community seems pretty adamant that they never want that.
Okay.
What is fun is if you aren't there live for your match, like when you go onto the site, like it hides your result until you watch it. So it's not, there are no spoilers, which is really fun. Yeah. So you have your team and you can pick any one of these formations. There are a bunch of them.
Nice.
Yeah. It
Can
from
you make
somebody.
your own, or are they just
No.
preset? Yeah.
Preset.
Fine.
Yep. So you choose whatever formation. I have Welsh Empire. I have wing back, so I play 5 in the back, which Jimbo, I apologize for showing this on screen. And then you have team instructions where, you know, if you want to play controlled, which is like a lot of short passes, if you want to prioritize a side, long shots, crossing, I'm giving out all of my secrets
Tactics.
here. And then you can figure out like how wide you have your guys, how low and high your defending is, how wide you play defensively, and all that stuff. Figure out who's on set pieces.
Nice. That's fun.
Yep. You do free kicks, corners, and penalties. And then they do have a thing called match plans where it's like if you're ahead by a goal in the 80th minute, play super defensive and stuff like that.
Park the bus, basically.
Yeah. So there are in-game adjustments you can have, but you have to set them before the game starts.
For sure. So you just have a set amount of scenarios that could happen, and then it just deploys those things if that happens, type of thing.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then each player also has instructions, which you can set these if you want it to be different than the other. So like you want your strikers to play more offensive or high positional freedom, so they can go all over the field. Some guy's really good at passing, so you let him like have a little riskier passing, stuff like that.
Fine. Is there like a contradiction, like penalty, in a sense, like if I say to my striker, just, you know, stay high and wide, but the actual team instructions is like stay really narrow, what happens then?
The player instructions supersede the team instruction.
Wow. Okay. So there could be friction in the camp then. Every player's out for themselves.
Well, again, you said it yourself. So
fine. Like, is that counterproductive? Is basically what I'm getting at. Like,
not necessarily.
Do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like you could have, you know, if you have your team set as not attacking that much, you could have like your 2 strikers say you attack that a lot, and it works out.
It's just a 2-man show up front, basically, and no one else attacks.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Dobbsy said, I've never touched the match plans after trying it and going mega wrong. I also like the in-game match plans. Like if I'm up by 2, I don't touch it.
You'd rather not. Yeah.
Good or bad, I don't touch it. Yeah. So there are some people who are adamant that you can confuse people with like contradicting team instructions versus individual instructions. There are some people who don't do any of these and then do an individual for each player. Yeah. Or nothing on the players and all team instruct. Like there's no right or wrong way to do it.
No one knows what's good, basically, effectively. Like,
yeah, there are enough people who are like talking that are like, I think this works and try this. But I think what a lot of people kind of forget is every player is unique. So just because like if you have super fast strikers and you're just like, let's play long balls because they're going to chase them down. If I have super slow ones, it won't work the same. So like this theoretic, so there's no like meta necessarily. So Toby said, I do generic team instructions and micromanage every single player.
Okay.
And Josh said, as few player instructions as possible. So like, there's no right.
That's the complete opposite of what Toby just said, right?
It's the exact opposite of what he said. Yes.
I like that though. I
like
it.
Agreed.
Got their unique little, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Yorkie, yes, you can change the team name and the crest. And if you if you buy one on the secondary market, that costs MFL now though. You have to spend MFL to like rebrand your club.
Wow. Okay.
You do not have to do that if you buy a new club from them. That comes for free basically. And you can design the jerseys for every team also.
Wow.
Like all of my team jerseys are different and I spend time to like figure out what they look like.
Did you do that on like ChatGPT or
No, there's a thing in the uh
fine,
in the
like a
game that,
preset thing?
yeah, so you can change, you can do hoops, you can do stripes, you can do a sash, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, love that.
Um, Tom said the engine also changes every 2 seasons or so, and people change what they think is overpowered. So that's the other thing. Like they change the match engine almost every season. Not like,
Mm.
I mean, some people will say it's drastic. Some will say they don't even notice. But
Yeah.
so like just because one tactic worked really well in one season doesn't mean it'll work forever or literally the next season.
So you have to like constantly adapt, basically.
Yes. Pico Flair said, I just re-branded all of my clubs out of boredom. um,
Click into the kit creator, by the way.
I can click. Oh yeah. So right before I pay. So this is what it looks like to if I wanted to change. So like if I wanted to change the pattern to a sash, I could do that and change the color.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, that's fun.
Like you can really go nuts.
And is it free to do it the first time and then every other time?
It's free to do it the first time if you buy the club from MF, like a new club. If you buy it from the
Oh,
secondary market,
yeah,
you
yeah,
have to
yeah.
pay.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm honestly, I'm pretty excited, genuinely.
I can't figure out if I forgot anything. I mean, there's
Did loans, games. Is there a game a day? I know you said there's two sometimes with the cup, but is it game a day
yeah,
once?
yep,
Yeah.
yep. Yorkie, you do the logo outside of the website. Yeah, I mean, they actually do have a logo generating thing on the platform. I've never used it, but I think most people do it. I think most people use
Sure.
ChatGPT, to be honest.
Yeah. What else?
Yorkie will link in the description of the video if you want to sign up. That's my link. I mean, I keep pushing my link because obviously it's my channel, but if you use anybody's link, you'll get the benefit of the extra common player once you buy a club.
Oh, is that what it is? Is it
Yeah.
the sign up thing?
So the other thing is with the tactics is that a lot of people, I think more people do it higher up the ladder, but they will change tactics every single game based on their opponent, based on their formations, and so like there's a huge scouting element part of that.
So you're like looking at their 11 and going, well, can you even see their 11 before the game?
No. So, but you can see like what they played the last couple games.
Previous game.
Yeah. Don
you
said,
can
do you
play
feel like
mind
your
games, can you?
tactical tinkerings have significant influence on the match, like certain tactics doing well against the tactics from the opposite team, or is it more random? I think like if one team like plays really wide in attack and you change your defense to play wide, like to counter them, like I have noticed it. So they also have this, like within the, I didn't even show you like what the games look like. I think you've probably seen them before though, but
Might have seen like Quinny stuff, yeah, but it looks different now actually.
it
A
might,
little bit, I don't know.
it might.
Yeah.
He kind of maybe does this view a little more.
I've seen that one, yeah.
So like throughout the matches, you'll get like match stats and whatnot. And of course it's like a long ball. But after the matches, actually this happens during matches, but you can see a heat map of the shots and it'll show you like the exact XG from that. Like actually, if I go further, like you can see, like I took this one from just outside the box with his right foot, 0.08 XG saved. But they also have heat maps for players. So you can see like my left back when we had the ball. And so you can see I played this one defensively a little more narrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so basically, I think what people do is they'll look at how teams have played in the last couple of games, and it's like, oh, when they have possession, they always play really wide, and stuff like that.
Fine. Yeah. That's really interesting. I do like that element of it. Like scouting your opposition, and I couldn't do that with like 10 clubs. Like, how are you doing that with 10 clubs? If you are doing that with 10 clubs,
I don't.
Right? Yeah.
I do it with like my top 2. So
fine.
The idea in theory is
Hmm.
your bottom clubs help develop players to move up to your top clubs.
Yeah, yeah,
That's how I play it. And so
fine.
I don't want to say I don't care about the bottom clubs, but I don't.
You don't care
Uh,
about the results necessarily. You care about the player progression, really. Yeah.
and even then, it's like only a couple players because at some point, like I have on this Welsh Empire team, I probably only have a couple like younger players now, and so in fact, yeah, like 26. I packed this guy in the last drop. Oh no, I didn't even realize he was
Hmm.
that dramatically bad. But like, I don't care if this team wins. So I'm not going to go through like scouting opponents and anything. Now it'll change later in the season. Like if I go on a cup run or all of a sudden I'm like high in the table and I'm like, oh, maybe I should care a little bit more. Um, but ultimately I don't. Let me see if I can find the one player who's like the crown jewel of my agency now. Yeah, I can't even say his name, which is the worst part. It's like Mike Schlaw Klimchak. So I got him basically 6 weeks ago, like before last season. And how I was saying, like guys tend not to
Fine.
progress a lot in their first season, and he went up +4 in his first season, and I'm like, this guy's
Oh,
going to
that's
go to
exciting.
99 in no time.
He's a nutty boy. Yeah, yeah. Cam as well feels like a nice position.
I like playing
But yeah, what's
cams.
the
So
premium on positions? Yeah, I was going to say like, for example, in footy, center mids were like super valuable, right? Compared to like a CDM or like a cam. Is there any, thing like that over here?
um, it depends kind of on the season. Like wingers were kind of at a premium for a little bit, and then it was wide mids last season.
Fine.
I will say guys like center forwards and wing backs are nobody wants them.
Got you.
Like very few
So that's
people
why
play.
you play five at the back.
I play 5 at the back on that team because I packed some wing backs,
Some
and
good wing
so
backs. Okay.
I was just like I want to play them,
Education.
so I'll play 5. But I like hate doing it. Um,
Fine.
so like, and there are some people who have like multiple teams and will play the same formation in every team just because it's like if they're building to the top team, they want to be able to have like enough cams and stuff like that. And so
Yeah.
my Dobsy said keeper is the cheapest, which like
Oh
nobody gets
wow.
excited about a goalie, so that's probably why. Um,
Okay.
and so I think this is right that Dobsy's saying that basically the higher up the pyramid you get, the more tactics matter.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Well, everyone's try hard in it, I guess, at that point, right? Like everyone's doing everything possible to, gain an advantage effectively.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
Josh said, what you learn is that you care about max 4 clubs and everything else is just that'll do, which is like totally true.
so true. No, I'm honestly pretty excited, I think. I don't know how I'm gonna do the like, shall I buy starter packs? Should I buy a couple of $1?
Oh, yeah.
A mixture of that plus loans. Like what do you think if I was to come in, the best
Um,
sort of strategy would be?
I would, it's a good question. Um, packs are super fun.
Okay.
And so it's like, that's a reason to buy
Hard
packs.
not to,
Um,
right.
they are also more expensive though than the likely player you'll get out of the pack, just because they
Uh-huh.
could be something great.
I, yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
and so, I mean, you could mix it. You could buy a couple players off the market. You could
Mhm.
buy a couple packs and then fill out the rest with loans. Like with a new Flint club. So, and like the number of people in the live chat right now who would absolutely love to loan you players that are like way too good for Flint, but
And
just
just
want
be
to see
try
you
hard to leave.
succeed. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But like you, I mean, this is like the community is great, but also like people know you, so it like I'm not gonna lie, it helps. Like, and
Right, yeah, yeah.
so
If you know the person, yeah, fine.
yeah, and so like if you wanted a team of 80 rated players in the bottom division, you could get a full team of them from people because it could be guys who are retiring, so they're not going to progress anymore anyway. And so
Fine, okay.
like I mean, I'm not going to say that's what you should do, but like
Right.
the loans are easy.
Like,
Loans are
will I
easy.
learn much from, having stupidly higher ratings than where like my
Probably
league is
not.
in?
Probably
Right,
not.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
Fine.
But there are some people who just love doing it, just love beating
Yeah.
the piss out of everybody else, and like winning's fun. But
No,
like
it is.
this, so this like top one here, Giancarlo Bertini. This person says they want 0.5%, which usually they want more. But the other thing is that they'll have like a minimum match appearance because they want him to play.
Easy.
So
Yeah.
so you'll see a lot like, 0%, but if they don't play 15 matches, it's 10% or 5%. It's just kind of like make sure that you use them. And they make it super easy to like track how many games each player has played throughout the season. So you're not there at the end and you're like, oh no, I've got three games left and this guy's got to play 5 games. So yeah, the loans are.
I think the loan system's incredible in the sense of like, you mentioned the community and how good it is in that sense, but I think the game facility like kind of requires the community to be good, if that makes sense, because you need to speak to real people, right? Like it's the closest thing to like owning a real club in a way, right? Like you're speaking to other clubs about loaning players and whatever. And you can only do that really by, I know there's listings there, but you ultimately want to try and actually like type to people, like
So
not face to face, but
yeah, in Quinny's like deadline show commercial, like he makes the point, and I try to make it as well. Like every club is owned by a human, like another human being is making the decisions for that club, whether it's the tactics, the lineups, who they're buying, who they're loaning in, and every player is owned by somebody. So like if you want a player, you have to now, you can send offers in the game, but like contacting people, mostly Discord, is how a lot of this stuff gets done.
How do players become free agents? Sorry, Led, before you open that, sorry.
Excuse me. So there's no such thing as like a free agent. It's like,
fine.
So I think you saw free agent like somewhere on the marketplace.
Yeah. Does it just mean like unregistered to their team, basically?
Yes.
Like they're still owned by somebody.
They're owned by somebody and they're just not on a team yet.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that checks out fully.
Yeah. Dobbs says we don't have any, as you would call, zombie club. Yeah, there are no zombie clubs. Like, so there are clubs each season that don't register for a league, and so like they're not in a league, but like there's nothing. Nothing happens to it. Now, I actually would slightly disagree with Dobbsy. So there are situations. So you have to like manage your player fatigue throughout the season. If you just stop setting your lineup and run the same lineup until guys fatigue down, I don't even remember, 60% or something like that. I think you had to have a certain number of players that are 60% or below, and then you forfeit.
Okay.
And then like, obviously the team that wins gets a 3-0 win, but there are some situations where like people will give up and you can tell. And there are some, you almost like want to play those teams and not get the forfeit because you can win like 10-0 with guys who are on like 60% fatigue or energy and stuff like that.
Got you.
But for the most part, but even still, like the club is owned by somebody, but it happens. It doesn't happen often, to be honest, which is nice. So anyway, I'll show you what the pack opening looks like.
Pack. So what were you expecting here? Like 70s?
I would like 4 74 rated players. Yeah, I won't get 74 rated, but like they could be 65, which would be kind of a bummer.
Yeah. Transaction.
All right. So here's the reveal.
Come on.
Wow. Scandi. 22 is nice. Right back.
Okay.
83 pace. So 71. So that's like smack in the middle.
That's solid.
That's very solid. Yeah.
Okay. And how old can these packed players be? Is 22 the highest or no?
No. It's like 27. Like the range is, yeah.
Holy moly. So that's why the 16, 17, 18 is massive premium because...
Exactly.
Yeah, 26-year-old basically. And
yeah. The funniest thing is, 6'2". So height doesn't matter in the game. But technically, apparently. But like, who knows? My guess is it's better to have a guy who's 6'2" than it is 5'3".
Fine.
So Also, these guys have some players have like secondary and tertiary positions.
Oh yeah.
And even better, some of them have like their secondary position could be higher than their primary one. So like, what was he, 71? So he's 71 rated. Yeah. I'll look it up on one of the sites here, but like it's possible he's like a 73 rated CM.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how would it convert, like on his card? Would it ever show centre mid instead of right back or no?
No.
So
let's see. MFL Assistant's like one of the other sites. So he's a 71 right back, 66 rated right wing back, and a 64 center mid. So he's not like better at center mid, but he's not bad.
But he could have been. Yeah.
He's lower at center mid because of his shooting. Yeah, 49 shooting, which is like fine for a right back, but like not great. But yeah.
That's a solid player, right? That could easily fit into one of your better teams, no?
Yeah. SLD said they pulled a 28-year-old once.
Oh. So you could technically pull a 28-year-old and then like a 29, he could retire, like in 3 years. And that must happen, right? It has to.
I had one, I think, that I got 2 seasons out of him, and then I got the retirement badge, which like is still 5 seasons. Like it's not like he immediately, but yeah, it's not. That part's not fun. I'll let you. I mean, it happens with packs. Like it's, you never know. Like that's why it's so fun.
All
right, let's see what we got here. I don't even know if I need a 22-year-old right back.
Feeling a cam 72.
I love me some cams. So Alessio Carraro. All right.
Looks like a midfielder.
19. CDM.
Old midfielder, but yeah, and sadly the opposite direction.
72. That's a great one.
Pack looks in. The Harry Trades looks in.
I'm telling you, Josh was right.
That feels like a good card. 19,
5'9".
right?
Oh, CM and left back. I can't imagine he's good at actually 84 defending.
He could be a fun little left back as well, huh?
So he's 72 center back, CDM, 71 left back, 69 center back.
That feels really good, no?
That's 19? A banger. 19.
That seems like a banger. MFL watching this. Lads reckon it. MFL are they weighing the packs, Led?
I hope so. They should do it, no?
So these, like, am I seeing like a skewed version of packs here? Like, is this like super good?
This one was very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what would he roughly be worth? We talking like $50 or something? Roughly, or no?
We can look. Ricky said I've had one packed at 28, handed his notice in at 29. So that was what, a 19-year-old CDM,
19-year-old CDM 72.
CDM overall. We'll do like 69 to 72 because I bet there are not that many of them. So there's one for $75 with 38 pace. I didn't even see what my guy was. And this guy's 18. He's a little younger. That's listed for 229, that's not going to happen.
So yeah, it's a good little chunk.
Yeah, I won't sell it, but yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so we got 2 more. So the cool thing about the packs that you get in the pack drop that you like buy for cash is that so when it opens like this, there are 2 or 3 cards that show, and like when you click on it, it could be legendary. Because like each one has like this small, so it's like you click in and you're just like, you really don't know what's coming. Here you kind of like know, like you know the range at least.
Yeah. No, yeah, the unknown is where it's at, isn't it? Really?
It's the best part. All right, Phil Gordon, surely he's English. Oh wow, 24. Yes. See, 24-year-old left back with that mustache is not great.
No.
Yeah, see, they turn the luck off.
They turned it off a little bit, yeah. 70 still I know, yeah. Better than 60s.
I wonder if
Shooting's
he's
a bit off.
well. He's a left back, center back, so like you wouldn't expect
He
too
is,
much.
but
Let's see. So he's actually this is a perfect. So he's a 70 rated left back, but he's 71 center back
oh wow, okay.
and 65 left wing back.
I feel like he's solid. Age isn't great, but
The most tanned Scotsman. He does. He's
he's like the Italian Scotsman. You know, like there's a lot of
right?
Italians in Scotland.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
is. Like
yeah.
his
His
dad
man
owns
is
a
from
pizzeria.
Sicily. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. So that one, like, that's not great. All right. If MFL,
No.
if they could just turn it back on,
Can you just watch
like
the
we're not
last
done
one?
yet.
Right, yeah. Turn it back up.
Yeah. All right. Last one.
This has to be a good player to get me stuck.
Ooh, there we go. There we
Come
go.
on. 70 plus minimum.
Yeah. I think 74 is what we want. That's 74 is the best we can get right now. So like, but I still could get
74
65,
would
which would be just heartbreaking.
That would be.
All right. Alex
Okay.
Safronov, Russian, you think? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
18.
Great age. Come on. Please.
I'll take the 18. Like the 68's okay
Yeah.
because he's 18. 18.
Right, yeah, I think that's young.
So he's slow as hell, can't pass,
Fine.
doesn't shoot.
Oh,
But-
that's most Russian centre backs, like. Come on.
6'2", and he's only 18.
yeah.
So
He could
height
grow.
doesn't change, but I'm like, he can still grow. You never know.
Oh yeah. He's not fully done. I mean, he looks mean. He looks like a bit of a leader. So
Yeah, he does.
age look alone has been mental.
So let's see, 18-year-old center back.
Like to say it's a banger.
Mm-hmm. 18
Is it
is
just
like
because of the age? Like,
probably.
It's just a banger age, basically.
So what was he? 68.
Yeah.
So there are no 18-year-old
Wow, no
center backs.
Do like 65.
So this is a 67, but he's 17. But that's $75. Now again, this is like listed.
But yeah. He's probably $50, isn't he? Quite comfortably.
Looks like a park the
Roughly,
bus
maybe.
phenom.
He does,
see?
doesn't he?
Josh Tiley's here, and we had good patent.
Of course. There we go. Yep. That explained everything.
Cameron said, I remember getting a 17-year-old 71 rated about 6 months ago and sold instantly for $60.
I can believe that. Oh, what's going on, Cam? Cam was a member of my Discord for a while when he played.
Yorkie, happy to answer any questions you have. We did go through a lot though. Like we went through a lot.
Like I feel exhausted, but I'm like exhausted to want to play now. You know, like it wasn't too much to where I'm put off. No, I am quite interested in just diving in and just not thinking about everything too much, just sort of staying in my own little lane. And I'll open a few packs. I'll get a few loan deals done, I guess. To the thanks to the beautiful community that is, and and then I guess, and then or I could just buy players, couldn't I? The little $1, a couple of $5 players or whatever. Just depends on age and stuff, doesn't it? And how long. Yeah. Well, I guess it doesn't depend on age because they could retire at any point, but that's the tricky part.
At any point, but I don't think, like, I think 31, somebody correct me, maybe, I think 31 is the youngest they can retire.
Okay.
I think that's right.
Fine. That makes sense. No, yeah, Cam, I should have given you more credit there, mate. Yeah, you were one of the first members for sure. Miss you, mate. I haven't seen you in a while, but nice to see you in the chat. Yorkie said he needs the York location. Putting demands out there already.
Yeah.
To the MFL gods. We'll see if they can answer your prayers.
Yeah. I just realized his name was Safronov as opposed to Safonov.
So yeah, when it came out, I was like, oh, that looks very much like Safonov.
There's definitely I think I have a player. He's a center back, unfortunately, but I think his name is Lionel Massey. Hold on. I think it's Lionel.
That's amazing, by the way.
Hold on.
Like on name value alone, that should go for more.
Oh, it's Leonardo. Excuse me. I definitely had. There's some like something that's very close to not mine. That's like I really thought it was Lionel Massey.
Are they allowed to like use? Like, is there like a Cristiano Ronaldo in the game?
No. I do
Interesting.
have. Oh, I didn't even show you the best part. Well, it's not the best part, but a fun part.
Yeah. There's a lead. There's multiple leads.
I own 3 of the 6 Lairds on the platform. The other 2 guys won't sell them to me. I don't know why. And
That's
one's
hilarious.
retiring after this season, which is a killer.
How many? There must be a load of Collinses in the game, right?
We can find out quite easily.
A load of Irish or Scottish. Yes, there we go.
I don't see any H. No
I see
H
an
Collins.
R Collins. Welsh.
Oh yeah, we could do. Hold on.
There's only one Welsh Collins, I think. 2. F Collins.
Frederick.
Long lost cousin, yeah.
And Royston.
Royston. I love that. Yeah. Royston Collins. Okay.
Dan says, I have a Mohamed Salah. No way.
Wow, really? Does anybody have Donald Trump? Oh.
Was it actually Mohammed? Let me see. No. But anyway, you could do an entire team of Collinses. You could do an entire Welsh team. The world is your oyster.
I know. I'm leaning towards the Welsh thing, but I think I'd have to work into that. I don't want to like first season try and do that. That's just not going to be feasible. So that'll be like the long-term goal, maybe, to get something like that up and running.
Mm-hmm. I have a team that plays. I think I'm going to play 2 CDMs, and they're both Welsh.
Wow. Okay. That's super
Is it
fun.
this team?
And what's your best team?
My best one, my highest one right now is this one, Empire 9. It's called, because this was I didn't start this club, but it's the 9th club that ever existed on the platform.
No way, was it really? And how are you able to actually dig into that?
It was on the market.
Info-wise?
It was on like when you. It's not super easy to see it on the market, but when you go to the clubs here, you can see like if you can see it's like 84. Well, this one actually says it 8496, but like on the side it shows the number, and
yours said 9.
Literally 9. Like this one is 48.
Okay.
In Eindhoven, and I liked it.
Who owns number 1?
It is a Rosario license that's never been used. What? And if I remember correctly, it's like on the market for like $100,000. No, I remember I wanted to buy it and then realized like it would never. This is it right here.
Does the person like play actively?
Oh yeah, they're like a whale on the platform, and they just like keep it. Yeah.
Wow. So they think
like
it's going to be like a
they're in diamond. Yeah, they have like, but they have. Yeah.
Tons. Wow.
But they have the number 1, and I trust the process. Reached out to him once to buy it, and he was just like, "It's not being sold for a reasonable amount." Which, like, when you own it, like you set the price. So,
yeah.
But yeah.
So collections do matter. Is what that comes down to. That's so fun.
But yeah, I don't. Oh yeah, Anion said you can see that in the URL, like up here.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. /9, actually,
yeah. So that's the high. That one got promoted last season from stone to iron, and Sid actually loaned me a bunch of players for it this season because my players aren't good enough for iron on their own. And then
Okay.
this is my original club, which is in stone.
And do you ever
That
sell players?
never. I haven't.
Like, have
I
you
haven't
ever?
yet. No, I haven't
Got
yet.
you.
This club, I went into the final game of the season in second. First and third were playing each other. I was 1 point back of first. So I needed to win and I needed them to draw. And I won the league. And they drew. And I drew on a 90th minute concession. Like, I lost the title conceding, and it was absolutely heartbreaking. It was this
And I
game
guess
right
you would have
here.
got more MFL if you won, right?
I would have, but I've never. So I've been promoted a bunch. Like, this started in Spark. So I've gone like Spark, Ice, Stone, Iron. But I've never won a league.
No way.
Never once.
Okay. And do you know like how the pyramid works in the sense of like, can you see? Okay, you're in iron. How many iron divisions there is?
Yep.
Obviously.
Yep. Yeah. There's like it basically just duplicates each time. So like there's 12 diamond teams, and then that goes into 12 platinum leagues. So it's 24, 48, and it just keeps going down.
Got you.
Like, there are thousands of, Flint's not even full. So like, that's why if you're in Spark, it's actually like difficult to get relegated because there are not enough Flint leagues yet. Like, they opened up Flint because Spark filled.
Got you. Yeah. And how much are in Flint or could be in Flint? Like 1,000 or something?
No, it's way more.
Whoa.
I think somebody has it. It's probably in the white paper somewhere. Here in the game guide, I'm sure we could find it. Let's see. Managing your club competitions is in here. You can like kind of see it here.
Yeah.
So there are like, what is that? 192. So yeah, there's 1,500 ice teams, which means there's like 3,000 Spark teams, which means there should be like 6,000 Flint teams.
Wow. Okay. So I'm in the 6,000 starting off.
Literally just the next slide. 6,144 is, but again, like, they're not, I don't know how many Flint teams there are, but it's not remotely close.
Got you.
Spark filled up sometime in the last year. I don't know what it was. That's
interesting.
Oh, Andy Official here and I were in a league together. He won the league.
Yeah.
I think I needed a win in actually, was that league? I don't remember. But I finished second and then got blown out in the playoff.
Are they 2-leg playoffs or 1 leg?
So second, it's second place from 2 leagues play each other. And then third place from those leagues play each other. The loser of the second place game plays the winner of the third place game.
Jesus.
The winner, it gets better. The winner of that game plays the relegated, like the 9th place team from the league above.
To go up.
To
try and go up.
Wow. Yeah, the bracket? Oh, here it is, playoffs. Like, it looks very complicated, just like a lot of this. But basically, like, third place and third place play each other. Winner plays in the, this actually looks way more confusing than the one I was, because it includes like the relegation one.
Yeah. No, that's fun.
Harry loves a road to glory as well. I mean,
I do like a road to glory. Yeah, similar to how I was in footy, I'm like, there's always going to be a ceiling on where you're realistically going to, want to get to, for example, and like division wise, and, everyone, that's just playing within my means, anyone's means.
So on that, I will say that it's very difficult to be competitive in the league above you if you are like appropriately leveled for your league that you won. Like, winning your Flint league, doesn't mean you're like, you should be competitive in Spark with the same level of team, if that makes sense.
Got you.
Like there are plenty of people, and you could get stuck in a league like this where like they just OP the team. Like Flint should be like
Yeah.
50s to low 60s players, maybe 40s to low
Right.
60s. And there's some who will be like, let me just get a team of 80s and ride them up. So it's like they buy them once and just like smash everyone, and they call that a road to glory, and it drives me nuts. It drives me, it really, really chaps my ass.
That's so jarring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But Toby was saying, and a couple of people have said this, like getting promoted from third is really tough. Because you have to like
with the playoff route. Oh,
yeah.
That's like that's a road to glory.
Yeah.
That's the real one.
Cam, there is club delegation. Yes. So if you want to come back and delegate your club, it's here.
Or be a delegatee.
Yep.
I don't know how.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I do like that idea. Like I would, even if I have one club, like I wouldn't mind just having help as well, if that makes sense. Like someone can be the assistant or whatever however that works. Or yeah. That could be interesting. I might put that out there if I get players. Because when's this league start now?
Registration
Monday?
Probably closes this weekend, like Sunday.
Okay.
So you have to like have enough players. So yeah, you'll have to have enough players in by like Sunday.
Got you.
Honestly, if you left this stream and posted in Discord, like, hey, can anybody help? You'll have a team by 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, I shouldn't be short on players. I don't care what rating they are. Like I'll play anyone's players if it comes to it, obviously, because they get rating bonuses or whatever. And yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So on that, like, it just depends if people give you players that they want to play or not. So like high rated players in Flint won't progress as much. So you may not, because so the same thing that like they should be in a team of players that are kind of in their range. If you're playing in a league where everybody is worse, it'll even say that like on the card. So if you go to like the player page, it might not do it because it's in the middle of, he was a bad example, but it'll say like he would progress faster if he had tougher competition or something like that. Yeah.
Got you. Wow. So they wouldn't. Yeah. So it's not in people's interest really to give me like really high rated players, because like, being in that my low league isn't going to do much for that player. Yeah.
So correct. I was going to say some people do it anyway because they don't care. Like, or this guy's 34 already. He's not going to get any better. Just take him and like go smash everybody.
Fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I would think around 60. I think is what is like the sweet spot for Flint if you want to like win it.
So Cam says they're fighting his urge to buy a £40 Spark club.
Yeah, so
that's
Spark
on the secondary market, right?
Correct. So the cheapest club right now is $51, which is about 40.
From MFL is $80.
Correct. So if you buy it from, if you buy it from MFL, you're it's like a big thing. It's like your first owner.
First owner.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah.
Like Nep said that once. Like he'll never buy a dirty club. That's how he calls it. No. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah.
So 51 is the secondary, but if you spend the 80 for a new club, you get 20 back with like their new offer. Not that you're spending less, but like you're getting more than just the $80. And do
you get any players with that starter pack?
If you use a referral code, you'll get a common player. Yep. And I think you can buy, the starter pack, you can buy starter packs as well, $10, and you get 2 players there.
Fine. Marketplace. No, I don't want.
The other funny thing is that like, so 51 is the floor in Spark, but the division up Ice, the floor is 53. So like for $2 more, you get a division bump.
Wow, so it's not even that much different.
And Stone is 60. Yeah, it's not not that much different. No, you need better players in ice,
course,
but like,
but the club doesn't actually carry that much value until you're going into like the mega
yeah,
leagues, diamond and whatever. Yeah, so I can get a starter pack. I can get it says 3 packs. I could get.
yeah, you can buy 3 starter packs, which get you 6
Yeah,
players total.
yeah.
Like I can't buy that.
Oh wow, look at
And
that. It comes up that like you're live streaming.
oh yeah, they do that sometimes.
That's
Like
sick.
here, yeah.
Yeah,
So
like I can see me and you.
they'll put live streams like on the site.
Wow, that's so cool.
Like they're the community part of it, and MFL are like super into the community.
It's
Like
everything. It's what it seems like, right? Like you can't really get away with it not being like I said, because like you have to speak to the loan people, you have to like everything's so like person to person integrated. Like you can't get away from speaking to people, basically.
in a
You
good
know,
way.
like
In a good way,
in a
yeah.
good way.
Yep. Yep. I
Yeah.
mean,
Okay.
I imagine you don't spend much time in the MFL channel, even in my Discord, but like people are there all. It's certainly in the off season now.
Okay.
Like it's bumping.
Yeah, yeah.
But the other thing with the starter packs, and again, this is why you should do your own videos though.
Yeah, because
Similar
of
to the ones
the
you can get a
yeah,
legendary, yeah.
got you.
Like you shouldn't like odds are you won't get one, but like
For sure.
you
Even
never know.
like an uncommon's 2.5%. I'm not saying that's high, but you know, could happen, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I could get one of the guys you got effectively like a 70 or something. Like that would be like a massive win, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Huge win, right?
Yep.
2.5%. I guess even limited would be okay, right? 17% feels
Like anything better than like
the common.
the common, yeah. MFL are so into community stuff way more than the other French game we play. Oh, Cameron said he was checking his end of season progression and saw the stream. That's why he came in.
Oh wow, that's mad. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Oh
You
yeah.
lose the
I
new
wonder if
player
it
boosts by buying an existing club. I don't think so. So Yorkie, so the deal is if you use a referral code. Oh yes, sorry. So if you use a referral code, you have to spend $30, at least $25. Excuse me, I was saying 30 because of the 3 starter packs. Then you get the extra common player. I think that's just the 1 player pack. I don't think it's like a starter pack.
yeah.
The promo anyone can do. Like I can buy the promo. Like this $20 back.
Yeah.
So
Just
Yorkie,
minting
you
a
could
random club from somewhere in the world, basically.
correct. So like if Yorkie came in, you can buy a club on the secondary market, but you won't get that $20 cash back. The cash back is only for this new to the platform club.
Mm-hmm. Dobsy said, think you could be better off buying players with $10 mined instead of the pack, which I'm sure it is, but it's obviously not as fun.
Correct.
And there's no upside in the sense of like, you know, you could get a limited or wherever yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The UI is really good, by the way.
I totally agree with you. I will say
I haven't played around with it myself. I'm just looking at what you've done, but
yeah, it's really, really well done. And it looks so much different than when they had the cartoons. Like the cartoon pictures. Yeah. Like it's like night and day. And I never really thought it made a big deal. And then I like went back and saw an old video and I saw the cartoons and I was like, man, this game, like it's a little like of a brain thing, but like you look at this and you look at these pictures, like these are just fake AI generated pictures, but they look like, I mean, they're real.
They could easily be players. Yeah.
Yeah. One of the funny things is that I bring this up like way too much, but when I had like my first call with Matron, like the CEO of MFL, he was like, we don't think of it as fake football. We just think of it as like football in the metaverse. And I was just like,
I think, yeah, I've heard of you say that before, actually. That's funny.
Oh yeah, there's also going to be a brand new UI soon. Like they're redoing the whole site, and I've seen like some pictures of it, and it looks like so fresh.
Really? What, like color wise, like
just the whole thing? Yeah, the whole thing is like reorganized differently. But I mean, it is sharp right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, The other thing is
So
you
I'm
can
going to
like,
learn this UI, and it's going to change straight
yeah, it'll
away.
change. Yeah. It'll,
Yeah,
I'm sure it'll be like pretty self-explanatory, but it's like,
for sure.
it, it's great. And we, like, I showed you the game, but like, it sounds really dumb. And I appreciate how dumb it sounds, that the intensity of watching little dots going around a screen and passing a ball is high. Like it's engaging. You're like, you really want to watch it. The way that they, so like, I may as well like show you one, like just as you go through it.
Hmm.
I'll pick one where I actually won. Um, oh yeah. And some like people who have been on the platform a while have these like special pitches. So like it's
Oh
snowing
wow.
here.
Okay.
Um, but you can set it up so it like just does the highlights. You could watch like the whole match, which like nobody does, but it basically like shows up any sort of like scoring chance or whatever comes up. Actually, this one is cool because they also have the orange ball because it's snowing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's a nice touch.
But it's like it, not to like speak of footium, but like there's no action. It's just like the lines, and then
Right.
like the
Yeah, yeah,
thing,
yeah, yeah.
like there's a
You don't
shot,
see
and
any
just like
content.
there's just more to it. Um,
Hmm.
and like, you know, one of the things we always say is like at some point it'll be like immersive in 3D. I imagine that's like years away, but I was thinking about it
Yeah,
the
you
other day,
think so
just
as
like
well.
VR headset, and you're just like watching these guys
In a
that,
seat.
like,
Yeah,
what a
yeah.
banger that was. Um, and yeah, they hit, like they even have goals that like, is there one in here? Oh no, not here. But like get called offside. Like VAR will like pull it back, and you're like,
No
let's
way.
go, and it's like offside. You're like, no.
VAR. That's funny. Yeah, yeah. If they do the VR, like like the actual players playing, that would be insane, wouldn't it? Like if you
Insane.
could
Yeah.
watch it
Yeah.
immersively. Um,
Um,
that would be like final evolution, I'd assume, like of this game.
yeah. Like I can't fathom, like who knows when it'll come.
Surely
But I
with
did,
AI though, they can. I don't know.
I assume, yeah, it's faster. But I did,
Mm.
was I home for this one? Oh, I didn't even have this. Oh wait, I didn't own this team. Hold on. Um, but like my own, I didn't do it. Oh, it was just Empire FC. Here we go. Um, so like, did I not have it set up here? I don't know. I did. There was like a competition that they had, so I had
Oh,
like my own custom pitch.
oh,
It was called like the Empire Alliance. It's on here, but like, so you can change. Like you could even change your pitch. Here's the Christmas one. I didn't even know I had this one. It's just like silly stuff like this that like you can.
and did you do like some sort of like layered tournament or something? Like
Yeah, so I got
what
it.
was
Yeah,
it?
so everybody on my team like got this pitch so they can like use it on theirs. And
Got
like they
you.
do stuff like that, like
Yeah,
content
yeah.
creator competitions and stuff like that. Yeah.
Interesting. They should do like a draft or something to where, like, obviously I don't have any good players, but like, put all the put everyone in like a big competition or tournament, and we draft players. Like that'd be sick.
I'm sure they
It's like
could.
you don't own the players, but you just like you just own them for that tournament, for
Right.
example. And yeah, I kind of like the
Um,
thought of that, but
yeah, so there are no substitutions now, but they did say they're going to have them at some point. But I think they're like, again, similar to the match plans, they're going to be predetermined. So it's like, if I'm down 2-0 after 65 minutes, bring on this striker for one of my
right.
CDMs and stuff like that. Um, and also no DNPs. That's also correct. There are no
So
injuries right
no.
now, but they're going to add them into the game.
Ooh, really? Huh.
They
How
haven't
do
really
people feel
said like
about
how
that?
it's, they haven't said how it's going to work. I think one of the ideas was like if players get down like a certain energy
Fair.
level, then they're more likely to get hurt. But like, we'll see.
That makes
We'll
sense.
see.
Yeah. Well, I think you've done a better job than the K League, the K League convincing. Yeah, yeah, hats off to you. I think you've convinced me, as have the chat.
It's,
Yeah, to definitely
yeah,
jump in. I think.
I think, I think it's worth trying. I'll just put it that way.
Mhm.
Like I said, I'm not sure if you'll love it, but I felt the same way about myself. And like I spend a little bit of time every day looking at the market for clubs, like just to buy more clubs.
To buy more, really?
Yeah, and it's just there's just no hesitation in wanting to do it. That doesn't mean I like definitely do it, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's it's super fun and it's as intensive as you want it. Like you don't have to be
Right.
super into it. Um, Dobbsy said you'll enjoy it. So if I mean
Yeah, I think I
Dobbsy
will.
knows. Dobbsy knows.
Dobbsy knows me.
Um,
Dobbsy
but
knows me.
again, like you could love it with just one club,
Oh, for
or
sure. Yeah,
you
yeah.
could love it with 140 clubs. Like you don't know.
Uh-huh.
Um, I would. It's a perfect balance of casual and try hardy. Um, I will just preface all of it and to say that I think the best thing to do is think of this as a game to play
Oh, for sure.
and not how much money can I get out of this. Like you can make money doing it. I'm not going to say you
Right.
can't, but I think it's not nearly as fun if you go into it with that mindset of how much can I make here, and um, and that like that's what has made it super fun for me because I don't feel any financial pressure to make my money back to whatever. If I want to throw some money in to buy another club or buy some players, like I do it because it's fun and I thankfully can do it. And so I would just keep I think that is the healthiest mindset of it is this is meant to be fun. And so everything that you do toward the game should be with that in mind.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think it's the financial element is almost just the byproduct of having a lot of fun, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
most things in life, if you're not having fun to a degree doing it, it's very hard to continue doing it, and
Yeah.
therefore, reaping the rewards of it doesn't exist because you've quit by then, type of thing. So yeah, no, I completely sort of empathize with that, and
Yep.
yeah, no, my main driver would just be to go and have fun because that's like I'm not a gamer. Like I know you kind of know me quite well at this point. But like I don't
Same.
play games. Like
Yeah.
yeah, not that I've never have. Like I said, I used to play FIFA and Call of Duty, whatever, growing up. But I just don't have that gaming gene anymore at all, and almost never really did. Like obviously my friends used to play it, but I would probably play it just because they played it in some ways. And I was never good at games either. Like if we're talking like Xbox and stuff, I was fine, but like never really had like a passion for it or even like a skill for it. So yeah, like this is going to be the closest thing to a game that I play. Like I don't even play mobile games. Like I don't play
Same.
anything. I wish I like kind of like could get attached to stuff like that, but for some reason I just can't.
Mm-hmm.
Just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, no, I think,
It's
and
weird.
kind of what Toby was saying, like you could check it once a day for 5 minutes, or you could spend hours on it. Like there, you can run
Like with
friendlies to
so
like try tactics and stuff like we did a lot in the last 2 hours, and it's like tip of the iceberg of
yeah,
what,
yeah. Yeah, we
like
haven't spoke
if you
about
wanted
friendly.
to, yeah, it's really, yeah, it just scratches an itch, man, and it's just a ton of fun.
No, I can see it for sure. Um, yeah, I don't know. We might see a little, maybe not like a dedicated MFL live stream, but yeah, maybe over the next week or so or something, I'll just do a live stream of some sort. Maybe I'll rip a pack or whatever, and well, I guess I need to kind of do it before Sunday, effectively, don't I? In a way.
You should definitely do it
Well,
before, like you should do it
yeah,
before Sunday so that you can get your players in. But again, like we all want to see you open stuff, so like
yeah.
please do it in front of a camera,
No, for sure.
even if it's not
Yeah,
live.
maybe. No, yeah, even so, but yeah, maybe even Saturday, like a little Sora slash MFL stream or
Yeah,
something.
Cam just bought another club. We love it, love it.
Wow, Cam's back. Just need to get him back on Sora, then we've completed him. He's back.
It's yeah, it's
Oh, you can see when someone bought. Yeah, that's
oh, we
cool.
bought the Tripoli one. That's so funny, Cam. I almost bought that.
Ooh,
I literally almost bought that club yesterday. The
Tripoli
only reason I
Pirates. That's
the
fun.
only reason I didn't is because I already have a Greek team and I didn't want a second Greek team.
Dollar Club's in here. Cymru and Biff. Dollar Club, where are you from? If you don't mind exposing yourself, I'd love to know. Because someone said in the chat earlier he's Welsh, and so or you could just say Southwest or whatever, whatever. You don't have to say where, but I'm just
He was
interested.
on a Wed and Durcast talking about all of this. I can
Oh,
send that
nice.
to you so that yeah.
Does he sound like me?
No,
Oh wow, okay. So he could be from somewhere else. Like this
I
not
didn't. Well, I
himself.
mean, I didn't listen to it and be like, that sounds like Harry. So maybe it's
Oh
just.
yeah, but like I don't know, maybe I don't have much of a Cardiff accent anymore. I honestly don't know. Oh, he's from the Rhondda, yeah. That's where Dobbsy's from, I think.
Dobsy said, by the way, it's all in dollars as well. So if you
So,
if you use pounds, it feels cheaper.
that's what I'm like on Sorare. I'm still at pounds, so it
Mm-hmm.
drives Gator nuts, but
It
Rhondda
does
boy,
drive him
love
nuts.
it.
It's like worse than ETH. Anyway, I think it worked.
I
And
think
I
it will.
hope, um, I genuinely hope you love it because it's a ton of fun. It's as simple as that.
Mhm.
And the journey that you'll take, even if like you don't necessarily do everything on camera, like the point isn't like you're not just doing this
Right.
for the content, like it should be fun. And,
Mhm.
it is, yeah, it's just a ton of fun.
No, I appreciate you hosting me, and yeah, no, I'll keep you updated now over the next few days or so to let oh yeah, and the chat as well. I'll get a little live stream out potentially before Sunday at least. To yeah, we might be able to do some loan negotiations on chat and stuff. There could be that little sort of like starter. I don't know, yeah, beginner's life of an MFL player of some sort. Yeah, it could be fun.
For sure.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Thank you to everybody for for being here and pressuring Harry. I mean, for helping Harry discover the greatness of MFL. If you could please like the channel, or excuse me, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and then go over to Harry's channel and just spam all of his videos when MFL content. That's all he wants. So yeah, thanks everyone for coming. Good luck with all of the rest of your season 13 planning. And please make sure you get outside.